We were seeing a world of salespeople, CS people, etc., having to choose when to record or not to record. So we got a selection of what they wanted to record for the business. And that's just not feasible because we want the good and the bad conversations. So we were looking first to get something to just track everything across platforms. So calls, video conferences, Zoom, of course, and these things. And then second was to sort of see if we can get some analytics on the conversations that we're having. It's data across all conversations we have with all people that we interact with, from prospects, leads, outbound, to customers that's been with us for a long time. And then we use it a lot for training as well. So our onboarding today of new employees across the company includes at least 10 Jiminny recordings of conversations with customers. For me, it's getting an overview and insights into what is the team talking about? What are they actually talking about with the customer? I think we had a very big aha moment last year across the company where we were getting too far away from our vision and too close to our competitors. So when we talked about our own company, we were actually starting with how we solved some of the things that the competition did. And using the Jiminny recordings and having everything from sales development to AEs to CS actually having those conversations recorded allowed not only me, but the entire company to dig in and say, oh, we're actually talking like we were the competitors. That impacted the team quite a lot. And I think that the impact it has on the team, besides that, is that we're quite used to having everything recorded now. So there was a bit of a pushback in the beginning, like now everything is recorded. But I think that's just the way the world is moving. And if you're in sales and in a SaaS business, then this will be part of it. But now everyone is embracing it. We have weekly sessions where people share their own recordings, where they say, hey, would you mind listening in on this? I would love some coaching on this particular video, on this particular conversation, because it actually didn't go that well. So that feedback culture and asking for criticism in a constructive way is really strong within the team now. Get started with any tool that records all your conversations, to be honest. That is the first step. That is such a huge help to training and growing a company, especially when you're scaling fast. And then choose Jiminny because it's easy to adopt. It's so strong. Like you really see the benefit of having it there. Jiminny is a very, very powerful tool to get your data foundation in order. And then you figure out, what is it that I actually want to analyze on this? And then once you have enough conversations across the team, start then looking at the analytical part of it. See it as a company-wide tool. Our entire product team, designers, developers, etc., have access to all Jiminny recordings. They can go in and look at specific product feedback, for instance. They can see it with their own eyes and listen with their own ears. Using it in onboarding and customer retention, activation, etc., extremely powerful. And I would say for a lot of instances, having that history with the client where you can actually see what did we actually talk about during onboarding or the first 6 months check-in call is very, very strong in a SaaS business, which a lot of companies are these days, or just selling stuff on a recurring basis.